just wanted to do just a brief recap of just how everything went during the Get Fit Challenge. And the last video that I did on this was actually supposed to be the last video. But because I forgot that, we're going to go ahead and do it today. So I'm just really thankful that I was able to do the challenge, and thankful to several of you for doing the same thing and taking care of yourselves as well along with me. And it has really been a blessing just to see what I was able to do and how far I was able to go. And I'm not done yet. I'm doing this on my own. I just won't be doing videos on it. If you would like to, me to come back and let you know what else I've done and other accomplishments that I was blessed enough to have and make, then I will do that. Just let me know if you have any questions about what's going on and what else I've been doing with this healthy way of life. And I really just want to say that I appreciate this, just being able to find this cookbook. I didn't know I was going to come across this cookbook. I was looking for a cookbook and half-price books, but I didn't know this was going to be the one. I was just looking for a book that had interesting recipes that were kind of similar to what my family and I eat on a daily basis and things that we enjoy, and happened to come across this one because this year I was determined that I was not going to deprive myself of eating foods that I enjoy. I was just going to eat less. And then I came across this, and so the title caught me first of all, Lose Weight by Eating, because who ever thinks of losing weight by eating? Losing weight by the way that you eat, but not in this way. And so I just love the whole concept of the book. The next thing that got me is when I began to flip through the pages, and everything that was in there, for the most part, were things that we actually eat. And so I was like, okay, I, didn't look at all the details. I looked at some of the ingredients and everything, but I was like, I just want to get into this book and just see what she's doing and how these meals actually allow you to lose weight. So as I read, it's all about moderation. It's leaving out certain things in the recipes and adding things that won't make you gain. And so, like, a lot of the recipes, pancakes, the sweets and other things have applesauce instead of sugar. And so I tell you what, the pancake recipe in here, I was so impressed with it that now, this is our family's, or this is my family's pancakes. We will not go back to looking for really good pancake recipes. This will be the pancake recipe that we use. And so the chili is delicious. The pizzas are delicious. I still haven't tried every single pizza in there. What else? The sandwiches, the breakfast sandwiches are really good. So far, I have not come across anything that I hated. There are certain things that weren't on the top of my list, but like a couple of my kids loved. So I have texture issues, and so anything that kind of messes with those, then I'm out. But like the giant breakfast cookies, those were tasty. Like all of the flavors were tasty. I could not get past the fact that the middle, and I love soft cookies, so it's just the difference. But because there was whole oatmeal in there, and it just, like my daughter described it, it tastes like a bowl of oatmeal in a cookie. And so that's pretty much what it was. The middle was like oatmeal, like the texture and the consistency. And so it was like, okay, I could not in my head and my mouth separate the cookie from the bowl of oatmeal. It was just two different things but in one. And so I was done. I ate it. I didn't waste it, but I wasn't going to make that again for myself. If they wanted it, then I would make it for them, but I would have something else. But it was still flavorful, which is what I love. I'm still looking forward to trying the jelly donut recipe. I did not get to try that. I did put that on a menu plan on Instagram, but I did not get to try that. I was putting that out there for many of you to try and just see, because you can look up any recipe, but I was hoping that some of you would actually try the book and get the book because it's really good. I would tell you if I did not like it, and I was very impressed. I was mostly impressed by the things that weren't in a recipe that makes it taste very good, and the substitutions that were put in there, and it did not taste like you were missing anything. And to me, that's what eating healthy is all about. If you feel like you're being deprived, then you're going to binge on something. You're going to have a certain time where you want to get things that have the flavors that you like. You want to have that. You want to, experience that because you know what good food tastes like. So, anyway, the easy things for me were eating in moderation. I was able to quickly say, you know what, I'm only going to eat this amount and I'm done. And because I didn't feel like I was missing anything. So all I had to do was eat the things that I enjoy, but eat less. And when like my husband would fix me food, and he would normally give me a certain amount of food because that's what I was eating. And so when he would fix breakfast for me on his days here or on the weekends, then he would fix a bigger amount than what I had trained myself to eat. And so when my stomach was satisfied or it was feeling like, ooh, I'm going over, then I would stop and I would put it up and then I would save it for like the next day. And he was like, you're done? Because he knows I can eat. I love food. I can eat. I will eat a full plate of food and it doesn't matter how much. Now I pay the price and keep the weight that I was having before on, but I could eat. So he knows that. And so, but I would stop myself. I was full, I was satisfied, and I was done, and I would put it up. And, he brought me food for Valentine's Day. This, I don't know what it's called, some kind of bowl. But anyway, it was so good. And the thing is, it was so good, I didn't want to stop, but my stomach was saying, that's enough, I'm done. So I can tell that my stomach on the inside has shrunk, and it can only contain so much, and so I have to stop. And so that has been the easiest thing, the eating in moderation. The exercise, it hasn't been challenging. It's just for me keeping the momentum going, keeping the exercise, like remembering what days I'm exercising, what days I'm not. And then when I don't, when it's time for me, like the day that I'm supposed to exercise, like keeping that in my head, like, okay, I need to move, I need to physically, exert some energy and push myself to exercise because I do get busy around here. I homeschool, and so because of those things, it keeps my schedule at what I'm used to doing. And if something changes, then that throws my exercise off. So what I need to do is like first thing after I do my devotions, then go into exercise and then get started. So that means getting up earlier, which leads into the next thing, which is my sleep. So I had two struggles. I'm going to go into the sleep thing first because if I stop and go back to the other thing, then I might forget to talk about the sleep. But getting enough sleep has also been a challenge for me because I love to stay up late hanging out with my husband. We, do our own thing. We watch shows together and we just enjoy staying up. And so because of that, the time that you have to get up does not change. And so if you stay up too late, then you're getting less sleep and then your body pays for it. And so on those times that I did not get enough sleep, my weight struggled for it. And so even though I am proud of how much I've lost, if I had slept every night during this challenge, I made it a habit to just go to bed, especially when my body says, okay, it's time. Like my eyes would get heavy and I'm still trying to, to hang and everything. So that was the thing, and that was a choice that I made, and I paid for it because I would only lose a pound that day, or it might even stay the same. And I found out that you're supposed to lose, and I meant to mention that in the last video, but you're supposed to lose naturally. If you're doing all of these things, you're going to lose weight every day. You're going to lose maybe between 2 and 3 pounds a day. Like the next day you wake up and you will have lost, depending on how you ate, and I need to go back to that, but depending on how you ate, you're going to lose 2 to 3 pounds with that rest that you've got. If you've got 7 to 8 hours of sleep, good sleep, yeah, you're going to lose because your body's having time to recoup and just, relax off, off the calories, relax from the day that you've had, not stressing while you sleep. Your body's having time to de-stress and do all of those things. And so because of that, you lose weight with all the other things that you've done right every day. And I was going to go back to the eating part because eating more, I noticed that I lost more when my calorie intake was right. If I only ate 2 meals, then I might lose like 2 pounds the next day. But if I ate the right amount of meals, like let's say for instance I ate 2 good meals, but I had a snack in between, then I lost more weight by eating the right amount of food and the right kinds of food. So it's all a combination. It's all about balance, and that's what I noticed when I had balance days, which I had several balance days. Every day was not perfect, but I had several balance days, and that was what I noticed when my days were balanced and I did the things that I was supposed to do. I lost 2 to 3 pounds the next day. It was awesome. But this is how you learn, though. This was all a learning experience to see what worked and what didn't. So I should have written a notebook, which I will start just to kind of put a summary in there. And then as I continue to do this, just keep a daily notebook of what I noticed, what foods I ate, and what was the result the next day. So this will change my thing of not weighing myself every day, because you can't take notes if you're not staying on point with what's happening. So this will require me to weigh myself every day. The only reason I did not want to weigh myself every day during the challenge is because it can set you back, like in your mind, oh, I didn't lose anything and I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. It can be a disappointment, and when you're disappointed in yourself, it can make you, change some things up for the worse. So that's why I said don't at the end of the week weigh yourself, and surely by the end of the week, then you should be able to see, progress. Even if it's just a little bit, you've had progress. And so, but now I'm going to go with weighing myself every day or weighing myself every other day, and then taking notes on that, keeping up with what I ate, what did my body go through with that. So next on my list is water. That was another challenge. Oh my goodness. So I would drink a lot of water every day. And then there were times that I weren't, but I was concentrating so much on trying my best to drink room temperature water, more room temperature water than ice water, because I love ice water. Room temperature water just, I don't know, it just grosses me out. My mom can do it, which I'm so proud of her for being able to do that, but it's just like, I love cold water. But when I drink it, I notice that I need more. My thirst is not quenched. It's like, in every way possible, my body's telling me, room temperature is better for you. So I do drink it. It's just not the way that I should. And I'm still working on trying to drink that 1 gallon of water a day. That is so difficult. And there was a friend of our family that said that we need to, or that they start earlier in the morning, and that's how they drink their full gallon. So time matters with that. So I'm still working on it. Y'all pray for me. That's my struggle. What else? Water. Exercise. Did I talk about that? I think I did, but exercise has been good. I think I covered everything. Eating in moderation, eating more during the day, exercise, drinking water, and getting enough rest. So just keeping up with those things, that's what I'm going to do. Give me your results at the bottom. You don't have to give me your business, like where your weight is and all that stuff, but just give me a brief summary or just a brief comment on how everything went, if you did this, if you didn't. What are you doing? Are you taking care of yourself in another way? Have you been doing this since, the beginning of the year? Or do you always do this? Just, leave me a comment below. Let me know how you take care of yourself on a daily basis. Because, if you're not, it's really important for your health. You don't know what's going on with your internal organs. I'm sure you notice if you're not taking care of yourself how you feel whether you're getting sick. And that's one thing, I have not been sick since the beginning of this year. And this is some other things that I've been doing. And so if it continues where I do not get sick, cold, flu, anything like that, I'm going to share with you guys what's been working for me, because not getting sick is awesome. I hear people, like elderly people, you know, on videos, and other people that I know, like people at church. There's a lady that I know, and she has not been sick. You know, you can feel when your body's trying, but she has not been sick in a long amount of time. And so far, since 2020, a little before 2020, in December, up until now, I have not been sick. People have been sick around me. I have not been sick. So praise the Lord for that. Thank you, Jesus. I pray that it continues. And if it does, I'm going to let y'all know. I promise. So, I think this is it. And I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope that even though this is not a fitness channel, that you will just search for some things on here that you enjoy. And this doesn't mean that I'm not going to come back with health related things, because as you all know, I am over 40 and I plan on doing some videos. I'm knocking on 50. I'll be 50 this year. Thank you, Lord, God willing. If it's His will, I will be 50 this year. And I'm excited about it, because all I want to do is take care of myself and, you know, take care of God's temple, because this is what this is for me. If you're a believer, His body, or your body, is His, and He wants you to take care of it. Let's all take care of ourselves. This is it for this, and look forward to other topics that are going to be coming up. I do beauty, fashion, just other things, whatever I feel like putting on here. That's what I do basically. But I love beauty and fashion and skincare and etc. etc. So thank you all for watching. Have a blessed day, and I will see you all on the next video, God willing. Bye bye.